See if we can figure this thing out. Sometimes it don't want to work. Is it working? All right, it's working. Time to meal prep. Breaking a sweat. Like my DJ stand. Right, here's some sweet potatoes. Get some more light. There we go. Flush out all our fun stuff. Usually we do one thing of chicken, but we're doing 2 packs of chicken because we're upping our protein. Let's bring you a little more into the kitchen here. All right. It's too dark. That's good. Nothing special or important. We're just meal prepping. Let's see. Got our tools. This puppy. Got some chicken. This one here, I'm gonna plug in down here. Not only I gotta use all of these, I gotta be careful on what plugs I use too, or it'll pop breakers. Alright. This thing's got a mind of its own, I swear. This way? Alright. Mold stand. We got our asparagus. Now, figure out how I want to do all this. Usually I only use 2 things. I'll use the 2 burner and the indoor grill, but I'm upping my protein a lot, so I'm using the flat too, which I used to cook with at first, and a lot of people were making fun of me, like, dude, why are you using a flat to cook chicken? Well, it's what I got. So, without a full kitchen, you gotta work with what you got. First tub of chicken. Second tub, or pack, of chicken. And it usually takes about 2 runs on the indoor grill. So that's why I'm using the flat, because I'm doing 2. So it'll be really like 4 runs of chicken, and it takes forever. All right, so first we'll just prep the chicken. Need some light. You still see. Nothing like chicken juice splattered on you. So bring in more. Nothing special, like I said, we're just cooking. Slippery floor. Definitely getting excited for the show. Retaining a ton of water, drinking about 2 gallons of water a day right now. So as soon as I drop that water, it definitely should tighten me up a lot. We're excited. Nitrix. haven't gotten that one in a while. Let's try again. All right, seen that? I think that's all that color guard that comes in handy. Should be looking at my love handles back there. I know I still got work to do. So after prepping chicken for so long, what I've decided I like doing is I've tried a couple ways to see what's the quickest way for me. I used to slice it all up into little pieces. And then I used to do like chicken tenderloins. And now, because I try to get about 7, well, I was 7, now I backed it off to 6 ounces of chicken. 6 ounces of chicken with each meal. 4 meals a day, that comes out to 185 grams of protein. And that's about where I'm weighing right now. So then on top of that, with my protein shake and my eggs in the morning, I'm getting over 220 grams of protein a day. Trying to maintain muscle mass as I cut down, because we cut creatine out of the diet, we cut carbs out of the diet. I got some sweet potatoes. But cutting all that stuff out, I've definitely lost strength and size. Being all natural, it's hard to keep that size as you cut down. But I'm about 183 this morning, which leaves me thinking after I drop water, which I'm drinking about 2 gallons of water a day right now, I should be down, oh, that piece of gross, quality control. I should be around 177, I'm hoping. Because that's what I was at my last show. But my last show that I did in 2014, I wasn't that lean, to be honest. I don't think so. I mean, it might have been my leanest show ever to date, but I know what I'm looking for and what I want out of myself. And as I've explained this whole journey, this has just been 4.5 months of losing 40 plus pounds, getting back on track, falling back in love with fitness. We got a show November 1st. I'm sure some of y'all are sitting there like, this chump's gonna be ready this weekend? No, most likely not. But we're not gonna show up and be that dude that looks like he shouldn't be on stage. We're just not probably gonna win the show. And that's all right, because we got another show November 8th, which we're hoping to make it to, not gonna lie. Stuff adds up trying to do all these shows as an amateur because it costs money. Hell, the tan alone's $200. And a lot of people are like, why don't you just go out there and go get tan for free from the sun? And it's like, well, you can't do that, because you step on stage with a natural tan, you're just going to look washed out. Now, to be honest, with the way everything's been going in the competitor world, the lighting has been horrible. So anything I can do on my end to try to look the part, that's what I'm going to do. We're going to start cutting water on Wednesday, which, like I said, I'm drinking about 2 gallons a day right now. So once I cut that back, on Wednesday I'll cut it to about 1 gallon or 6 water bottles. And then Thursday I'll have a half a gallon throughout the day. Friday I'm only sipping on water. Competitor check-in, we're tightening up for the show. And also on Wednesday, I'll start implementing carbs, bringing the carbs back in, which will really fill out my muscles because I've cut carbs pretty much. I try to have some sweet potato right before my workout and right after, just for some energy to work out and to replace what I just burned. But really, I probably shouldn't even be doing that. No carbs at all. But I just didn't want to lose too much muscle trying to burn fat. So I'll bring a little bit of fat to stage. I'm going to make that fat sexy with some awesome posing. I've been practicing my posing. Everybody always says you should definitely practice your posing months and months out before. To be honest, I've been struggling with a lot of back problems, upper back tightness, My hips are locked out, so I've been finally going to the chiropractor and massage therapist, unlocking everything. And I can't even lie to you, it feels amazing. Feeling my body unlock, watching it change in the mirror, actually being able to hit poses, because that's why I wasn't really practicing. It's like window shopping. You really don't want to practice something if you can't even give your all to it, and not in the sense of you're just not in shape, because you can still hit poses and stuff, but if you honestly just can't turn your hips and hit a pose, it's frustrating. You know, you try to go both ways and you just can't twist right there. So then I'd be all locked out right here trying to hit stuff, and it was frustrating. So now I'm getting unlocked. My upper back is finally doing what I'm telling it to do, so I'll just get rid of the fat and water and we're all right. And grow. I'm not the biggest dude ever. I need a big chest. We're going to be working on that in the off season. We'll be working on a lot in the off season because we're coming back next year big. I want to do classic physique. Alright, so we got chicken ready. And this is a part of not having a full kitchen. Gotta make do with what you got. So, these will be for my sweet potatoes. Bring y'all beautiful people back out here. Get out of my kitchen! Alright. Let's see. This mess. Sweet potato scraper. Sweet potato stir. For my chicken. This is for cutting veggies. Alright. Let's clean up this chicken juice because that's nasty. Wash your stuff, people. That's gross. I can't lie to you, so I have 4 things of asparagus. 2 rubber bands per. That's 8 rubber bands. And I've been saving the rubber bands. They're all scattered around in this drawer. So we're saving rubber bands, and we're going to make a big old rubber band ball for the little guy. I remember my dad used to do it for us when we were younger, and I loved it. Till one of them rubber bands right in your eyeball. They do start to dry rot after playing with for a long time. A little less talking, a little more cooking. Let's see. Flip trick. Another rubber band. Let's get this going because we're going to be ready for it here in a second. Got the dubs going. One's for sweet potatoes, one's for asparagus. Got to do 2 things with asparagus because there's too much to fit in there. All the sweet potatoes, they cram in there, and then we put a lid on, cinnamon, let that caramelize. As soon as that cinnamon starts caramelizing, whew, I tell you, it's amazing. I really like putting grapeseed oil in there too, get you some good fats. But being peak week and everything, we're trying to cut all fats, carbs, everything right now. Shit, I ain't even eating. I don't know if you're allowed to cuss on these lives. I definitely come from a southern family and we gotta watch our mouth sometimes. Alright, that's 2. Saving the rubber bands. Come back to that. And then we got chicken seasoning. I got onion and herb. I'm gonna try that eventually. And then we got some lemon pepper. I was hoping I had more, but there should be enough for my asparagus. Everything's salt free, baby. Except for that Chicago steak seasoning. Woo! Alright, back to it. This stand is freaking cool when it's cool. We got these going, that's going. These are both for that. We'll put these here. And I need 2 more. Then these are also my meal prep dishes, so I use them to cook with, and then I gotta clean them to use them for the actual prep. but we got 2 there. I'm gonna cut 2 more, get those ready. This asparagus is pretty ugly, but we're still gonna use her because I need her. Another one. So now I got 4 bundles of asparagus, 2 packs of chicken, 4 sweet potatoes, and that'll last me for 4 days. Well, actually, it should last about 5 days, but I'm gonna make it last 4, and maybe I'll give somebody a meal. But we are ready on asparagus. I usually put grapeseed oil in these too, but I have asked for some advice, and the advice said don't use any oil. So we're trying not to use any oil. Definitely sucks. Like I said, we'll do 2 at a time. There's an ugly one there. You don't want that. That's like plastic. Just so you know, watch those. I've had it back in the day, 2012 and 13. Had a dog. I got in an asparagus in fight, throwing them across the kitchen, and the dog was eating them, getting stuck in its intestines. Maybe not its intestines, but its butt. It was all fibrous and hard and plastic. Alright. There's that. We're waiting on that. We're going to go ahead and sneeze in that with some lemon pepper. Keep in mind, I am not a chef. I hate cooking. I've always hated cooking. So, we're just making this up as we go. We've been going for a little while, so it seems like I know what I'm doing by now. But I really don't. Let's cut these up real quick. And then not having a dishwasher, you gotta sit here and wash everything all the time, over and over and over to use it. Which is fine. Nobody had a dishwasher back in the day. We're getting her done. And having fun. So now that I'm out of lemon pepper, maybe I'll use onion and herb for the other batch of asparagus. That sounds good. Scoop this. Usually I get the chicken going first. So I am kind of distracted, but that's all right. Let's get that puppy going. We can throw that on whenever. Usually get about 8 pieces on there, 8 halves, which I guess is 4 whole pieces, and it comes with 6. So that's 2 other pieces. Takes 2 times cooking on there. We'll see if this thing helps out today. Honestly, use some pretty big sweet potatoes, so I might only use 3. We'll see what happens. But I do have extra meat today, so I am going to prep as much as I can and get ahead as much as I can. It's my one-off day. Little guy's with his mom. So I gotta try to cram in as much stuff as I can get done. Sweet potatoes, one of the hardest taters to cook. I swear I cut them differently every time, depending on how much time I have. This would be that I'm just trying to get it over with and dice it. Sometimes I'll go a little thinner. Sometimes I'll make little french fries. Sometimes I'll make little half circles, real thin, like potato chips. Right now, we're just gonna knock it out. Throw that puppy in there. We already rinsed these off. What's up, baby? Oh wait, I don't have a baby. It's just me and my lonesome. Getting her done. To be honest though, sometimes I think a lot of people that go through this point in their life where they're taking big steps and trying to do different things, they learn it is a lot easier alone, honestly. But I also say that coming from, I've never had somebody sit there and hustle with me all the way through. Maybe that person's out there. I don't know. But I'm not looking for her. I think I need a new knife. This thing's getting dull. And it's just a little Walmart knife. And I never liked cooking, but doing all this cooking, maybe it's time to start investing in some nicer stuff. This is just a transitional living situation at one of my customers' houses that I've done a ton of work on. So I am looking for a new place here soon. It's funny, I'm sitting here sweating as I'm cooking. One, because I'm drinking so much water today, and two, because I did some fasted cardio this morning, it still got me going. That there is 1.5 potatoes. Little thin piece, we don't want that. Man, I think I have a world record of sweet potato cutting. Nah, I'm not the only person out there doing stuff like this. That's one thing that's cool about the fitness world is everything you're doing, someone else is doing it too. And they're probably doing it better. So if you haven't met somebody that's doing it better, you're not out there looking around. Always find the people that are doing better than you. Surround yourself with people that are going to push you to be better. Because if you're sitting around always the best in the room, you're just going to sit there with an ego and you're not going to be growing. Something I was talking about earlier was opportunity. A lot of people show up because the opportunity was there and they're grateful and they're blessed. But it stops there. I made it. It's a one-stop shop. I made it. We got the promotion. It don't stop there. And it takes certain types of persons to take that opportunity and do more with it. Opportunities aren't a one-stop shop. It's a door for growth. And a lot of people show up with that opportunity and just sit there with googly eyes. I did it. Thank you so much. Let me get your coffee for you. That's not a winner's mindset. Take the opportunity, show up, get the coffee on the way, show up, and say, what can I do? Who needs me where? Let's go. We got stuff to do. What do we got on the books for next year? Don't sit there and just talk about your paycheck coming on Friday. A lot of people don't like to invest in people that aren't thinking way far ahead. And a lot of companies aren't going to hire people as they're just transitional workers. Oh, I'm just going to be here for a little bit and then I'll be on my way. Well, I don't have no place for you because I need somebody that wants to grow with me. If I'm going to invest all this time, whether it's my construction business, personal relationships, fitness, you better be trying to grow or you ain't got no place. I still will support people from afar, but you won't be inside my circle. My circle's getting tighter. It's getting harder to get in. And that's because I'm realizing my worth. And I'm realizing the worth of the people in my circle. I have to take care of those people. And if I keep opening the doors for everybody and anybody, I'm just letting my circle down. Alright, so we got these going. These really don't take that long. But you don't want to undercook them because they're crunchy. These are ready, that's ready. Let's get some cinnamon. That's the golden ticket, cinnamon. We bought a big dog of that. That stuff right there. Whew. I don't know exactly why, but I've been taught it's a natural diuretic. And it does wonders. And as soon as it starts heating up, it acts like a sugar and it just caramelizes. It's amazing. You know, I've actually never looked. Is it healthy? I don't know, I don't even tell you nothing on there, so it must be good to go. But we'll throw them puppies in there, cinnamon the top, so once you pour it in there, you get a chance to hit the backside. Same thing here. Be generous now. Same thing, I like to put grapeseed oil with this. It gets it a little more soft and quicker. But as I've been cutting all that, I've noticed it still caramelizes without the grapeseed oil, and it still gets soft, and it really doesn't have much of a difference. So probably won't add grapeseed oil back to my cinnamon sweet potatoes, which are, I love them. So now we are on to the chicken. Here's our Schneidmann's, brand new one. We go through seasonings like crazy. Well, I mean, we're about to season this whole entire tub of chicken. And this is salt-free Mrs. Dash. Not gonna lie, I just started recently using the salt-free stuff. I've been a little bit lenient because I was 221 pounds fat, and I was just like, hey, it's better than I was eating DoorDash every day, all day, and now I'm eating way better. So now that I'm a week out and 2 weeks out, there's no excuse. I'm a little bit late. We gotta cut all that sugar and everything we shouldn't be having. There's even things like bananas and strawberries. You get natural sugar from that stuff. So you gotta be careful. You gotta count your stuff. Hell, I was too late on finding out my protein was super low. I was eating 3.5 to 4 ounces of chicken, and I really should have been having about 6 to 7. So that's why I'm upping everything right now on peak week, mind you. We're still gonna show up and look great, and that's gonna be awesome because I stuck to everything that I was doing. But we definitely could have brought a different and better package if I had a little more time. But I chose this show 4 months ago, 4.5 months ago, maybe 5 months ago. It was about 17 weeks out, I think it was, when I decided to do the show. And I just full-fledged committed, dove right into it. Eating 6 times a day, slowed it down to 5 times a day, drinking all the water. I wasn't drinking any water before. We really locked in. You can hear it. I love bluegrass. I figured people just come and go, stop in, say hey. I can always look back on this later and take little snippets from it. So that's what I'm learning, is just do these lives, interact with people, talk. I am trying to monetize my page by the end of the year, so I can try to have that help pay for some fitness related things. Start traveling for photo shoots. Me and my son can start traveling around the U.S. Maybe hit some shows out of state. But I don't want to stand still. I got my construction business as a foundation. Obviously fitness ain't paying for nothing, it's just spending. We got that chicken going, we need to get this going. This is where it gets tricky, plugging all this crap in and trying to be safe. This here. Might just go like that, to be honest. Don't need to look pretty, it just needs to cook. 250, good. That's going. Smash those down. This is the better lid for this pan, so I can get them all in there. Look at that. We'll hold off on this sweet potato. I can judge it by my pan. Alright. Chicken's ready. That can go. That can go. That's for that. Score. Not good kitchen etiquette, dropping shit on the ground, but it's just me. Bring this in some more. There. Asparagus looks good. Always feels good when I'm cooking because I know I'm getting prepared and getting ready for tomorrow, the next day. I hate not feeling prepared. I'm a game planner. Look at my little tiny fridge. That's where I fit everything. What's I going for? I don't need. Well, it's pretty boring now. Just waiting on everything to cook. So, thanks for hanging out, peeps. Stay tuned. Go check my page out. Look at me, I'm sweating in this kitchen. It's so hot. Go check my page out. I got some videos up. I'm doing 7 days of peak week. I've already done 2 days. If you don't mind, go ahead and watching that. Like, subscribe, comment. I don't do it just for egotistical reasons. I'm starting something big here. I want to be a part of the future of fitness and helping the youth stay on track with this. So, Big Red 420, 420. Yes, I like fitness. What's up from Washington State? What's up, Troy? We're in New Smyrna Beach, Florida. Getting ready for a show. Not going to be the biggest or craziest, but we're pretty excited. So, it's a horrible lighting right here. But we should be hitting arms tonight. We already did chest and legs for 7 days of peak week. And then we'll be doing some low intensity cardio tonight. Right now we're cooking 4 days worth of meals, which gives us 4 meals a day. Yeah, it's not much more else to say. We've been locked in for 4.5 months. I've lost over 40 pounds. I feel great. I hate to say it, but I was an alcoholic, I guess. You know, I was drinking every single night, not going to the gym, not taking care of myself. And now we're back on track, doing great things, inspiring people, inspiring myself. I'm all about inspire to inspire. So we are going to show up to this show and meet some people, network, get our name out there. And next year, you guys will really be hearing my name on the NPC and IFBB channels because it is what it is. I'm gonna be there. All it is knowing what to do and showing up, and I know what to do, and I've showed up. So I'm putting my time in, and I'll be running with the big dogs. I'm still unclear if I want to do men's physique all the way or do some classic physique. Obviously, I still have a lot of size to gain. You know, in my healthy bulk, I was around 210 maybe. Around cutting down, I get to around 177 or so. But as of right now, we're sitting at 185, holding a lot of water. So we're just going to show up and see what kind of noise we can make. Like I said, I'm not really giving you the best lighting, so you won't know until I'm on show day on stage. You'll really see the gains, all the cuts, striations. And we're going to try to at least break top 3. See y'all later, and stay tuned for my next day 3 of 7 days of peak week.